It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me!
It's,
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Episode 254, submission number 600, The Grudge Match. The Grudge Match was a syndicated weekly series that aired from September 7th, 1991 to September 6th, 1992.
From coast to coast and all points in between, our combatants have come to the glamour capital of the world, Hollywood, California, to settle their disputes once and for all. From the Grudge Match Arena at Universal Studios, Amateur Rank Sports proudly presents the Grudge Match.
Well, the People's Court, where you don't take the law in your own hands, you take them to court, would be on the wane by 1991, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, wasn't it done by 93 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was done by 93, but like the whole judicial genre was really dying at this point because divorce court, I think in 1991 was either gone or in its last legs. And you mentioned People's Court, and there's many other shows that came and went in the late 80s and early 90s. And really, we wouldn't see a court show revival until 1998 when we had
96.
the People's Court.
96 was the People's Court revival.
96?
Yeah.
I thought it was 98. Oh my.
No.
So this is the 26th year. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
Judge
still,
Judy was the same year too.
Well, yeah, Judge Judy was definitely 1996, 97. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be till the late 90s when you had People's Court, you had Judge Judy, you had Judge Joe Brown, you had Judge Mills Lane, future installment. Yeah. It's like anything else, it's very cyclical. And between basically the start of the decade and the end of the decade, it was sort of a dry spell for a good 5-6 years.
Pretty much. But you know what was the new hotness in the late 80s, early 90s? The syndicated weekly. These are shows that you could put on either anytime during the weekend, and they would do well. I mean, you'd have shows like Out of This World, Superboy, My Secret Identity, and a favorite of Saturday afternoons in my house, American Gladiators.
Oh, yeah, American Gladiators, baby. And also, we touched on one of them last year with Wild West Showdown and Knights and Warriors, where we learned, thanks to Joe Fowler, that King Arthur would be so very proud of the games on Knights and Warriors.
Don't believe us? Here are the receipts.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Joe Fowler. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, I'll be calling the action throughout today's telecast as we take you back to the games of King Arthur's court, and he would be so very proud of these games.
And you can watch every episode of Knights and Warriors on the Roku channel. So, if you want to watch Joe Fowler and make King Arthur proud, you can go to the Roku channel and watch Knights and Warriors.
Unfortunately, you're not going to see every episode of The Grudge Match on Roku.
Oh, that's a shame.
Or Pluto.
No, wait, hold on. I'm rewinding for a second. Knights and Warriors is on the Roku channel. Is it on demand, or is there actually a channel where they show...
It's on demand on the Roku channel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We got it. Okay.
I thought it was some sort of deal like there was some sort of standalone Roku reality channel or competition channel, and it's one of those that's interspersed, shown, an hour or 2 hours a day, and you get reruns after 2 weeks. Okay.
I'm sure it is somewhere on the Roku channel, but you can watch it on demand on Roku.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yep.
King Arthur would be so very proud of you watching Knights and Warriors streaming on the Roku channel.
Well, I don't want to disappoint King Arthur. That would just be bad.
Oh.
But we're not here to talk about that. We've already talked about it. It's done. We've made our peace with it. It's done. Now we're talking about another syndicated find from the late 80s, early 90s, and that would be the Grudge Match, which played out like a boxing match gone very, very, very wrong. And when we say very wrong, extremely wrong. And the beauty of this show is basically how it was played straight. Like, here is your basic every plot of this show. Two people, because there is no court show to hammer any of this out, two people with beef come to the Grudge Match. They explain their beef with a video. They may expound on it a bit. And then we go into the ring for a match. It wasn't just any match. Yes, we have people wearing matching outfits right down to their t-shirts and customized Chuck Taylors. But this was a match unlike anything you've ever seen before on television. You're not going to be boxing. It is a boxing match, but you're not going to be boxing. You're going to be throwing random items at your opponent.
So this is Double Dare in a boxing ring.
It's double dare. It's a Double Dare physical challenge in a boxing ring.
Well, now wait. I remember on this show they did have boxing, but it wasn't with traditional boxing gloves. They're like really, really, really huge because obviously you don't want to give anybody a broken nose or a bloody nose.
It was those play boxing gloves.
Yeah, it was like your sock and boppers. You know,
yeah, I mean, they're humongous.
The sock and boppers. Sock and boppers. More fun than a pillow fight.
Something like that.
And basically, whoever won the Grudge Match would get a prize. But it wasn't whoever got the most whatever. The audience voted for the winner.
Oh, this is not good. Why would you let the audience choose the winner?
Yeah, because that was always a good idea.
Why couldn't you have actual judges? Like, I'm sure Herb was doing nothing in 1991. Maybe he could have been a judge like he did in WrestleMania 2. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
Well, I think part of it was the pity aspect. Because I think they did sort of plead to the audience and say, oh, you know, my dog got hurt in the altercation.
Oh, bull crap, your dog got hurt in the altercation.
Well, I'm just saying, there was a little bit of a pity aspect.
So, yeah, that's your every plot. So, who do they get to host this thing? They got a big name. They got two big names.
Two big names.
One bigger than the other. But nevertheless, big. The main host was a man whose story, albeit incredibly fictionalized, we covered on this podcast a long time ago. Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yeah, because at this point, he would have, because this was 91, 92, he would have left the WWF a year earlier, and I think during the run of this show, he would have, in 92, just gone to WCW. So this was like his in-between the WWF and WCW at this point.
And also, it really wasn't that long ago we talked about him. It was only episode 214, so that would have been what, maybe 5 months ago? 4 months ago?
Yeah, we covered that terrible TV movie. But we also did talk about Jesse back in episode 50 in Pilot Month 2020 with Tag Team with Rowdy Piper.
Mm-hmm.
It always goes back to tag team.
You bet it does.
Just throw it back to episode 50 once again. The McDonald's grilled steak sandwich, just terrible. What were you thinking, McDonald's? But that's neither here or there. So you got Jesse, you got a big coup in getting Jesse fresh off his run on the WWF. So here you got him announcing the show. But the play-by-play man, Chico.
Oh, God. The play-by-play man, a legend in his field. The one, the only, Steve Albert.
Yes, the brother of Marv, and also he was the voice of Showtime Boxing.
Yep. He's one of those people that you recognize his voice anywhere.
Oh, speaking of voices that you'd recognize from anywhere.
Oh? Oh, the announcer, the ring announcer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about him a while. We talked about him back last year during the Olympics month with Man vs. Beast. The one, the only, Michael Buffer.
Yes.
Let's get ready for jalapeno poppers!
Oh, I love that commercial.
I love that commercial too.
Oh, gosh. I hate that commercial. You know, it's just sitting right there. I gotta say it. If you guys didn't think of this, too bad. Let's get ready for apple crumble. Seriously, it's right there. What rhymes with rumble that you eat? Apple crumble.
He's not wrong, people. He's not wrong.
And that's why I teach and don't write ads for a living. But hey, there is one other name we need to talk about, I think.
Oh?
The referee on this show.
Oh, the referee, yes.
Oh my gosh, it was one of the funniest comedians of the 90s and 2000s, sadly no longer with us.
Oh, unfortunately.
John Panette.
Yes.
John Panette. And really, there's two places I think we would recognize him from. One is Greg's favorite show of all time, just about. Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Oh, yeah, because he can't lose.
Well, that, but also he played the coach on that show.
Yes, he did.
But also, he had a role on the finale of Seinfeld.
He was the person that got mugged in the final episode of Seinfeld, which Jerry and everyone witnessed, which led them to get arrested and be put on trial in the finale. So he played a pivotal role in the final episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah, very huge role. That's your referee, and John Panette couldn't have been older than about 27, 28 at this point.
No.
Young guy.
It would be 1991, so yeah, he'd be 27.
Yeah, comic legend. If you've never seen any of his stand-up, go pull it up on YouTube. Absolutely hilarious. Maybe a little insensitive nowadays, but absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, but Chico, each of the fighters came with a trainer. Now, do you want to look up who the trainers were?
Let me see who the trainers were.
Because you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, Chico.
The people, the quarterman,
the quarterman,
the cutmen of the Grudge Match, if you will.
Yeah.
Andy and Pete Steinfeld.
And do you know what that's significant? Do you know who their brother is?
Is it a guy named Jake?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. This has now gone full 80s/90s. Jake Steinfeld. Oh, no.
Wait! It gets better, guys!
Yes, because that's why I brought this up. Because Chico, you're gonna love this fun fact.
It gets better, y'all. Do you know who Pete Steinfeld's daughter is?
I know, but I want Mike to guess.
I don't know. I know who Jake is, but I don't know who the daughter is. No.
Jake's niece. Peter's
niece.
daughter.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, I should have made that connection. Yeah.
Singer, actress, Bumblebee owner.
And the second Hawkeye.
And the second Hawkeye.
And also Gwen Stacy.
When did she play? Oh!
Across the
Spider-Verse.
And across
the Spider-Verse.
Part 1 coming later this year. And who knows when part 2 is going to be.
With Lepardon, I hope.
Yeah. And
from previous installment, Japanese Spider-Man.
And Moon Knight is playing
Spider-Man 2099.
or Apocalypse if you're in the X-Men continuity.
Oh, and also we should throw out there, if you don't know who Jake Steinfeld is, Body by Jake.
And
That's all you need to know.
And Big Brother Jake from the Family Channel.
Oh,
Body by
that too.
Jake,
That too.
Yeah, I mean if you don't know what Body by Jake is or Big Brother Jake is, what podcast are you even listening to? Come on.
Or you didn't grow up in the early 90s.
That's the answer. You're too young. Exactly.
You're too young. You're too young.
Body by Jake. That's the first Body by Jake reference we've made on this podcast. Greg, since you mentioned it, Big Brother Jake has to be on the list.
It's already long since on the list.
Then
it is good.
Then it has to be scheduled sometime.
One day we'll probably have to schedule that. But
oh my gosh. Well, too bad you use your money on the bank on the famous Teddy Z. Jeez.
Ooh, Teddy.
Ooh, Teddy.
Boy, now I have to use my money in the bank next year on Big Brother Jake. Dang it. No.
You have to make up for the last 2 years.
You really do, dude.
Oh, am I really making up for it over the last 2 years? I don't know about that. Oh my gosh, Big Brother Jake. Oh, we've gone way off the rails.
Well, we kind of had to because I was looking for an episode to watch for this show, and I couldn't find one. I mean, all I could find were random clips and basically research from other places. IMDb, game shows at fandom.com, Wikipedia.
Well, you're in luck because our friends Joe Murata and Michael Quinn from the Our Vantage Point Retro Wrestling Podcast recently reviewed this and uploaded an episode to YouTube. So we might as well watch it on YouTube together, shall we?
Yay! 11-year-old Chico is back. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like a blast back to like my junior, senior year of high school. This is great.
Okay, here we go.
Combatants have come to the glamour capital of the world, Hollywood, California, to settle their disputes once and for all. From the Grudge Match Arena at Universal Studios, Amateur Rank Sports proudly presents the Grudge
Amateur
Match.
Rank Sports.
What the hell is Amateur Rank Sports?
It ain't Top Rank Sports. That's
Simpson vs. Gardner, The Phantom Message.
A brother and a sister fighting over a borrowed camera that was lost out of a
What?
And ex-best friends still bitter over an outstanding...
And you can tell they're ex-best friends because it says right on the bottom, the ex-best friends.
And also, Butner, sweet mullet.
His picture, though, looks like it's a mugshot.
Yes,
It does look like, did you know you were going to be on television, good sir?
Well, obviously not, because he's got that face.
Loan and an eviction. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grudge Match Arena. I'm Steve Albert, and I'll be calling the play-by-play along with my good friend Jesse the Body Ventura. And Jesse, we've got 3 outstanding matches today.
And the great thing about this is, Steve, these are regular people. They are not trained athletes or actors.
That's right. These are real people who've decided to take matters into their own hands to settle their disputes. And Jesse, tell us how the Grudge Match works.
The Grudge Match consists of 3 one-minute rounds. In the first round, the contestants use either oversized boxing gloves or weapons chosen similar by our Games Commission. The second and third rounds are the contestants. They choose their own weapons. And the great thing is, our audience chooses the winner.
All right, our first match.
Because that never ends.
Let's see what they have to say. Fast.
Okay.
My name is Kurt Gardner, and my grudge is with my little brother, Lonnie Simpson. Here's what happened. Me and Lonnie had made an appointment to pick up his motorcycle.
He looks
on
like
Saturday.
Cameo.
Lonnie decided
He does.
Y'all remember Cameo, right?
I canceled
Yes.
work and I canceled a job to do it.
No. My brother has it all wrong. It didn't go that way at all. I tried to page him 3 times. I left 2.
Sweet ass
He
angel.
never called me back.
Sweet ass angel's
And I
hat.
found out that he was out of town.
Okay, I'll admit it. I could have stayed
And
here
he
picked
looks
up the
like
bike,
Belle
but I had
Biv
just
DeVoe.
met this fine woman, and she lived up in Oakland.
I canceled some work. I could have made some money that day.
I had a choice of picking
So
up
you
the
have
bike
old
or seeing
school
the
versus
woman.
new
I
jack.
picked the woman. My brother had the choice
Where's my
of
pop?
picking
Where's
up the
my
bike
pop?
or making some money.
My little brother has kind of always been this way. I mean, in these kind of situations, he's irresponsible. He was inconsiderate about it, and he even had an attitude about it.
He might be the older brother, but I'm the bigger man, and I'm going to prove that as soon as we get into the ring, I'm going to show him, and I'm going to show everybody that I was right and he was wrong.
Lonnie, this time I'm going to get the revenge. I'm going to cop the attitude. I'm going to kick your butt in this ring.
I sense a problem between these two.
Nice
Let's find
shoot,
out what
by the
weapons
way.
they plan to use. Here's Paula McClure.
Well, Steve, here in the gallery of weapons, we take
What
our
the hell?
collection very seriously.
Aside?
One, our contestants have already...
What the hell?
Okay, so we have everything from a Morning Star, a couple of hockey sticks, boxing gloves, some feather dusters, a bow and arrow, and a pair of sai, and also shuriken and little blue balls. Those are not the weapons that you're going to be using, by the way.
Are they getting ready to fight, or are they going to have foreplay?
I don't know, but this is I don't know, but I'm getting kind of I'm feeling some kind of way right about now.
What the hell is that?
That's eugenics.
That's eugenics.
Oh wait, no, it's just me looking at Lisa Canning on Knights of Warriors.
Kurt wants to use an fire extinguisher filled with grudge glop and dust.
Grudge glop and
Grudge
dust.
glop and dust.
What is grudge glop?
Is it made out of the same stuff as schmutz?
Yeah, they probably can't use the word slime. That's probably a Nickelodeon thing, or Gak, obviously.
Duh.
And feather each
Yeah.
other. Now
Oh, they're gonna tar and feather.
They're gonna tar
Lonnie
and
is
feather
fighting
each
to win
other.
his and hers watches.
And they're
Armatron's Deauville
watches.
Diamond Watch Collection.
Tar and feather, that doesn't age well. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, especially in 2022.
Yeah, they're using chocolate and feathers.
That's Deauville, furnished by
Oh, that's
Armatron.
much better.
If Kirk wins, he'll receive a new recliner.
And if Kirk
Lazy
wins,
Boy
he gets
recliner
a
rocker.
lazy boy.
You may enjoy quality and comfort as you rock, recline, or relax. Furnished by Lazy Boy. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Paula, we're ready to rock and roll here at the Grudge Match Arena. A battle of two brothers.
Oh, that one kid in the green shirt, he's like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Because it's 1991, you see.
Yeah. Lonnie Bart Simpson.
They do not write their own nickname, obviously.
No.
And as you can see on the Grudge Cam, as you can see on the Grudge Cam, he's going to his corner and joining him, his cut man, Pete Steinfeld. That's Haley's daddy, by the way.
He looks some kind of serious as he gets
And then you gotta put the mouth guard in because of protection.
Captain Kirk Gardner. Captain.
I know. Then there's Andrew Steinfeld, Jake's little brother.
They're trying too hard. I'm sorry.
Oh, here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grudge Match. Our matches are sanctioned by Amateur Rank Sports. Games Commissioner...
Let's
Gary
get ready
Dolan,
for
Deputy
Apple
Commissioner
Crumble.
Liz Perko. At this time, let me introduce to you our officials assigned to the ring. First of all, two of America's finest physical fitness experts, each assigned as cornerman and trainer. In the red corner, we have Pete Steinfeld.
It's Haley's daddy.
And across the ring, his twin brother assigned to the blue corner, Andrew Steinfeld. At the end of each match,
Both riding their
the winner
brother
will be
Jake's
presented with
coattails.
The championship belt by our Grudge Match lady, the very lovely Teresa.
Ooh.
And in the ring, At this
Cue the-
time, the
cue
man
the
in charge
eugenics.
of all the action.
Now wait a second. Who did they say the ring model is?
Teresa Ring.
I heard.
We
We talked about Teresa Ring. We talked about her on on Get a Life. She was the stewardess on Get a Life. And we talked about her because she was on Strike It Rich. The model on Strike It Rich.
Oh, okay. So second time.
That's what I said. I wanted to hear the name.
Wow. Look at John. He's like head over heels in love. Like,
He wants her so
Grudge Match
bad.
from Boston, Massachusetts, our referee, John Pennett. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Grudge Match Arena.
No, we're not going to do that. We don't want to get...
No, we cannot say it. You cannot say it.
Let's get ready for Apple Crumble.
This is where we'd have Jack going, no.
No. Just like that.
From Detroit, Michigan, standing 5 feet 9
And then you stop.
and weighing in at 155 pounds, introducing Lonnie Bart Simpson.
First time I think we've ever documented Michael Buffer ever saying Bart Simpson.
Can you tell it's
Not the
1991?
Detroit, Michigan, he's 6
Not
feet
the
tall,
last.
tipping the scales at 195 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Kurt Gardner.
Well, hold on. Didn't Michael Buffer introduce Homer to the ring in that one episode of The Simpsons where he fought Dredrick Tatum?
Yes, he did.
And he came out to Why Can't We Be Friends with a, with a ring robe that said, literally, opponent.
By the way, not even the third time we've talked about Teresa Ring. She was on an episode of O'Hara.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's number 4. That's 4 times we've. Well, actually, it's 3 times. But we mentioned she was the hostess on the model on Strike It Rich.
Hey,
yeah.
one more and you're automatically in the Hall of Fame, Teresa. So
Hold on.
It's time for you to get to work.
Hold on. No bandit, no bandit.
Hashtag no bandit, no bandit.
Hashtag no bandit, no bandit.
Wait, did you just call me?
No, we were talking about the
here,
bandit.
Whammy!
We were talking about the bandit from Strike It Rich, Chico. He was a poor man's version of you, Whammy.
Oh, I want to join your show so badly.
Well, Whammy, what do you think of this grudge match?
I'm just glad they didn't get me in the ring. They beat the crap out of me. And they take all those cars I've stolen over the years.
Are you steal cars, Whammy?
I steal whatever isn't bolted to the floor, my friend.
Oh.
Who do you think
Money,
you are,
cars,
Brock Lesnar?
trips.
Oh, you steal,
I steal everything. Yeah. Money, cars, trips, women, whatever.
I don't want to know about the women you steal.
Well, I take them back to my bedroom and use those whips and chains.
No, Whammy, no. No, Tammy will get very upset with you. Don't do that.
Bad, Whammy. Bad.
No.
Go into the corner and think about what you've done.
Go sit in the corner over there with Kevin Spacey, Whammy.
All right, bye.
Oh, jeez. And this show has hit rock bottom.
Okay, let's...
All right, guys, let's have a nice clean round of boxing. No hitting below the belt, any of that stuff. If somebody gets knocked down, the other person must go to a neutral corner. If you get in any trouble, go to a neutral corner. We'll take care of it. Touch gloves. When the bell rings, come out. Let's settle this grudge. Come out.
All right, Jesse, how do these fighters stack up?
All right,
Well,
obviously, let's go to the tail of the tape here.
Years old, 5'9", 155, works in accounting.
Gardner's got
Gardner,
like 20 pounds
29
on
years
this
old,
guy,
6'1",
and
195.
he is a cameraman, so
so
obviously
we gotta give
a
height
lot
and
of
weight advantage to Captain
pent-up
Gardner.
rage.
All right, Jesse, the rules are standing.
And we got the rules here. We got a standing 8 count, a 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Cannot be saved by the bell. And the audience chooses the winner.
So basically, the first 4 rules do not apply because the audience choose the winner.
Yeah.
That is weak. Anyway.
It is.
Hey, Hannibal, what do you think of this?
No 3 knockdown rule.
Wow.
Only the referee can stop the fight. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell.
Well, it does make sense because, again, timing. if you get 3 fights in at about 15 minutes each, you know, if you actually have an actual fight ending like round 1, you got to fill 10 minutes. Not good.
Let's get it going.
And they're going at it hot and heavy. I'll tell you what, for brothers, there's no brotherly love here, Steve. You can see Kirk going down to the body, Lonnie going up high for the headshots, holding himself pretty well considering his
they are
weight
pretty.
disadvantage.
You can tell they've had absolutely no training in this.
Absolutely, I'll tell you, the hitman Tommy.
I just said that, Jesse.
Looks like him and Hagler a few years ago.
Man, Kirk took a day off from work, made arrangements with Lonnie to pick up a motorcycle that was being repaired.
Oh my God, he's got him in a headlock. That's not legal in boxing.
And you see Lonnie going for that side headlock hip toss out there. Now they're getting into more conventional boxing. You're seeing a little left jab, feeling.
They're inventing MMA right before our eyes.
Come on, put him in a submission hold.
Wait, Dana White created MMA because of this show?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, not MMA, but UFC. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it counted.
Oh.
Kirk wants to teach brother Lonnie a lesson and hope he'll be more responsible in the future. Here's Simpson.
How do you feel? How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah, they don't realize how
He'll got the responsibility as his brother.
What day is it?
Here's the punch at the bell. Look at that.
Oh!
Catches that overhand right hand like,
Thunder
hey,
punch
what's going on here? Match stats. Lonnie threw 27 punches, landed
As you
9
can
for
see,
33%. Kirk threw 26.
Kirk
10
landed
for
more
38%.
punches from a
Barely
percentage
even round,
standpoint
although I thought Lonnie
and
had more
from a numbers
effective punches.
standpoint and from all the other
Beautiful
standpoints.
Teresa Ring,
And right
saying
now,
round
Teresa
two,
Ring
her
is
own
standing
style.
point,
As
which
best she
means
knows,
I'm
fire
standing.
extinguishers for round 2. Contestants will
She's
spray
almost
each other with
ensuring
these
her spot in the Hall of Fame
extinguishers
next
filled
year.
with dust.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
You didn't think we were just going to have pure
Next
water
is
in there, did you?
fire
Absolutely
extinguishers
not. We like 'em to get
filled
messy, and
with.
here we go. And as the crowd
Oh. Oh my God. It's,
to get messy,
look at what happened to the camera.
Filled with grudge block and dust.
Dust, and it knocked out the camera.
Your grudge
some
is not
windshield
the
wipers.
cameraman. Your grudge is maybe his grudge is with all cameramen. Remember,
Oh, look, the audience in the first few rows have ponchos. It's almost like going to a Gallagher concert.
and of course, Jesse and Steve are protected by that like sand shield over there.
Oh, that's
Because
good.
You don't want to glop the host. That's just bad host.
extinguishers, though.
Don Fedette getting a free shower.
Kirk made the change, and you see he's got a fresh one. Ooh, now he's going underneath the mask.
Oh! Did he just squirt him in the butt?
I think he swallowed some extinguisher stuff. There, he's got a new one.
That's not just water, folks. That's cloth. And
We're
all
down to
that
10
stuff.
seconds to go.
No, he's not even trying.
Going out and as
Like,
the clock
no,
ticks down.
we're just
Now he's
right
just.
now.
Now he's just. He's
come
like,
on.
ew.
This is totally
It's gonna be awfully
unprofessional.
slippery for round 3.
I think Kirk's got this. He's like,
This will really
I'm a
complete the story.
who a badass now.
I'm a bad man.
Here's the one with the grudge.
Let's go back to our overhead cam.
Remember,
Here you see the
Kirk
overhead
is-
grudge cam, which gives you a
Is
tremendous
Kirk
view.
the one with the
Both
grudge?
guys moving
Kirk?
in with those
Is it
fire
Kirk the one?
extinguishers and
Yeah,
the
Kirk's the
grudge?
one with the grudge. Yeah, on his brother.
the body, you name it, they're hitting it.
And we watch Teresa Ring.
Yeah, I know what you're going for.
I hope
Steve.
she's careful.
Round 3. Tar and feather time, ladies and gentlemen. Where
Cover the opponent with
spit
chocolate
bottles
and the
of
goose feathers.
Feathers to tar and feather each other.
Oh, no.
And this stuff really ought to stick in light of what we just saw in round 2.
There's the bell, and here we go. Look at that.
Look,
Lonnie hits the deck and
oh,
loses
he's
his
doing a
chocolate
little bit
syrup.
more
He's
than.
coming back strong.
You know what? I think UFC would be better if they had like glop and chocolate syrup.
Bottles of chocolate syrup.
Yeah, make it more
And here
entertaining.
Oh no! This is just.
But Lonnie comes back with right over the top of the head.
Good counter. That's the objective here, to tar and feather your opponent.
I'm never eeating Hershey syrup again.
They need to get some more chocolate.
This is just absolute carnage right
Jesse, I hope you're not allergic. It's flying.
There, they're back to the chocolate again, sticking the chocolate on each other. Oh.
And Kirk, as you can see, is just turning him into a gigantic pillow.
Lonnie Simpson. Lonnie's an accounting exec.
Oh, an excellent move.
Did he just do the Alpha 5 move where he
Yes, he did.
Fucking on him?
Yes, he did.
And these fans loving
What
the
a
efforts here
pathetic
of the two
display.
brothers, Lonnie Simpson
And he's trying to hope up the crowd too. He knows the audience decides the winner, but they know a jerk when they see him.
Captain Kirk Gardner. He thought he won it, and here is some of the tremendous action from that third round. As they
Look at that. He's just.
The push off by Captain Kirk Gardner. And now they've got each other in a stranglehold. And a good backhand maneuver by
And then he just puts it back, a basket back on his head.
Let's go up to
Like, I know you just did not Alpha 5.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, who will it be? Lonnie Bart Simpson or Captain Kirk Gardner? Our judges are at ringside. They're in our audience. They'll decide, and we'll have that decision for you in just a moment.
And while they tally it up, we'll be back with the results right after these words.
You can't see it, but I'm dancing to this music.
It's very danceable.
We are back at a capacity Grudge Match arena. Look at the remains of this fight.
Yeah, what is the
message?
capacity?
Boy, is this too close to call, but let's go up to Michael Buffer.
I don't know, whatever soundstage at Universal can fit.
Have come to a decision. The winner by 76.
I was gonna say maybe like 300, 350, like Price is Right size.
The winner is in the blue
Oh,
corner. Captain Kirk.
no contest, 76 to 24.
Well, that was a
Kirk won it.
And it's not even close.
I really thought
No.
the judges in the audience would see it a lot closer. It was a good fight between Gardner and
Oh, look at that.
And Gardner is your champion. The loser is standing by with Jesse the Body Ventura. Jess?
Lonnie, the judges went overwhelmingly for your brother Kirk. I got to disagree with them a little bit. I thought the fight
Of
was
course
a
he
lot
does.
closer than what they indicated. But I'll tell you what, you look winded. The grudge match is tough, isn't it?
It's pretty tough, but,
Lonnie Bart
Grudge
Simpson.
match.
Loser.
You're a loser!
Loser. Loser. Again, if this was a video, you'd see me doing this.
He's
Hold
got
on.
the L on his forehead.
Oh, let me take a snap of this.
Take a snappy of that. Show it for the world to see. Let everybody love it. Give everybody.
Hung in there, and I went all 3 rounds, so I'm proud.
My ass, you won all 3 rounds.
No, he went all 3 rounds. You didn't win all 3 rounds. You went all 3 rounds.
Okay, thank you. Kirk, you won the grudge. I thought you did a great job. You two put on one hell of a fight. And, you know, this grudge match is tougher than it looks, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I thought it would be easy. But it was like, oh, no, my brother's going to kick my butt. Couldn't let that happen.
Absolutely. Well, you did a great job. Congratulations. And will you shake hands and end the grudge?
Yeah!
We've solved another
See,
grudge.
that's
Back to
the
you, Steve
thing
Austin.
I like about this show. At the end of the day, it's all love.
Dandruff problem. This is
Gotta
the
keep, you know, it's
residue
all
of that
love.
fight, but
Hugs
coming
and
up
hand
next-
pounds at the end.
Look at Steve. He's got some of that crap on his suit, too.
I thought he was behind plexiglass.
You know, I guess it didn't go far enough. Didn't go high enough, at least.
Well, that's why you shouldn't wear a black tuxedo on this show.
I hope he brought his lint roller.
Okay, here's our second grudge.
Here's what they have to say.
My name is David Grandy, and my grudge is with my sister Karen, who begged me to borrow my video camera for her trip to Europe. And while she was there, she lost it.
I was probably a little bit careless, but seeing the things in Europe, doing the things in Europe were just that was what was pressed.
She looks like a guy who. She looks.
in her trip.
Sorry,
She didn't
sorry.
even call me
I am
Like I
so
was
sorry.
supposed to spoil my whole trip to Europe to stop. And
She
call you
looks
and
like
tell you
she
that I
could
lost
take
your
a
camera.
guy.
She waits till she gets home, and then I finally, when I asked for it because I wanted
Their
it,
houses
she
look
tells me that
peak
she doesn't have
90s.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Peak early 90s. Oh my gosh.
It was a very expensive camera, one of the palm size. It was brand new.
you're probably just mad because it got to go to Europe and you didn't.
It's been months and she hasn't made any effort to compensate me at all.
Well, to tell you the truth, I can't charge it on my credit card and I don't have the cash.
I just can't forgive her because it was careless.
I lost something. It's not like I meant to do it, you know? I lost something.
Karen, when I get you into the ring, I'm gonna beat about $800 worth of video camera out of you and some respect for other people's stuff into you.
Will you go ahead and give it your best shot? Because when I'm done with you, you can't go run to Mom.
Her negligence.
Well, I'll tell you this. She is a total Karen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
David Senator Grandy. Oh my gosh.
And we have.
There's a Fred Grandy reference.
Yeah.
Andy Karen. Okay, Karen. Okay.
Got a grudge to settle here on the Grudge Match. Let's,
Oh, she's a real Karen because her name is Karen.
She is a real Karen. Because her
Yeah.
name is Karen.
Okay, what's in the gallery of weapons? They got marshmallows, whipped cream.
Decided in round one they're going to wear inner tubes and bounce each other around.
What?
The ring. In round two, they're going to throw tomatoes and block with tennis rackets. And in round three, Karen chose to throw fruit pies with highlight sticks. Now it should be a pretty
What?
sweet round
I'm
because they're
sorry,
both
what?
trying to win
Fruit pie.
$750.
I mean,
Back to you.
Fruit pies with a highlights.
With the
stick.
highlights.
So it's a battle between
Yeah, well, that's not a stick, but you know what? Yeah, the curved glove shape.
The curved glove shape and highlight, yeah.
And he looks serious.
Yeah.
And Handy
The
Karen
thing.
Grandy, his sister, who's got a little smile.
Handy Karen Grandy. Oh, God.
Okay,
The
Karen.
officials for this match will remain the same. For this, the grudge match battle of Lost in Europe. Introducing first in the red corner. He's from Northridge, California. Standing 5'7" and
Damn right he is.
at an even 125 pounds.
They standing at 125 pounds, soaking wet.
And wasn't Fred Grandy a congressman, not a senator?
Yeah, he was a congressman.
Yeah, he's a congressman.
Gopher.
Why didn't they just call him Congressman Grandy?
I don't know. It wouldn't fit on the lower third, probably.
I guess. I don't know.
Too long, maybe? I don't know. But still, love a good Fred Grandy reference.
And his opponent in the blue corner, also from Northridge, California, 5 feet 8.5, 128 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Handy Karen Grandy.
Look, even the crowd knows. Boo.
If there's any problems during the match or anything, just let me know or go to
Is there a scenario where Karen does not kick this guy's ass?
And the numbers, Jesse, are fairly even here.
They're very interesting. David Grandy, 25.
Oh, David is a chauffeur, and Karen's a manicurist.
5'8", 1 and 28 is a manicurist, and what's interesting, she has him both in height and weight, Steve.
Well, she's a manicurist who looks to nail him. The
rules
to this
What?
match are simple. A standing 8 count applies. No 3
Not a
knockdown
good
rule.
choice of
The
words,
referee can stop
Steve.
the fight, and the fighter cannot be saved by the bell. The audience chooses the winner at the end of round 3. It's the battle of Lost in Europe. David loaned Karen his video camera to take on a trip to Europe. She lost it and never replaced it.
Oh, my God.
Inner tubes. They're going to be bouncing around the ring.
That's right. They're going to try to knock each down.
Oh,
What's going to be interesting now, we're going to go from the blue grudge
Oh,
cameras.
boy.
Karen Grandy's look. You're going to see exactly what she sees. There you go. When the bell rings, and this is what she sees.
This has got to be the birth of like those sumo wrestling uniforms, the big inflatable ones.
yeah.
David Grandy.
This
But
has
he
to
had
be the
it.
birth of that.
And look at him. They're grabbing him.
And,
pulling
oh,
him right.
God,
Love
he's
to
just
see that.
throwing her
Break
all
the
over the
rules.
place.
That's who we like on the grudge match. And down goes Karen Grandy with David on top.
Karen wants to return the camera, return their friendship with no hostility, but hostility is the thing here in round 1.
Well, that's what they're here in the grudge match for, is to take the grudge out on each other and end it right here.
He's got the grudge against his sister, and they're both going for $750. Let's see, she's got the arm around him, trying to pull him down.
Either that or use him for balance. They both go down. We're down to 8 seconds to go. Clock is ticking away.
He's looking for leverage, but time runs out. And that's it for round one. They got to make a quick change for round two here because it's going to really get messy now. Davidson and McGrandy getting mixed reaction from the crowd.
Let's go back and take a look at that first takedown right there. There you see him grabbing, and you see Karen grabbing up above on the arm, but David with a good leg trip flips her back. A good wrestling
David
move
Brandy,
right there, which
small
of course
but
wrestling
mighty.
comes into play when you're battling with those inner tubes, Steve.
A little bit of everything coming into play on the grudge match.
Okay, what do you do now? Take your hands in the tomato.
Oh, they're gonna use the tennis rackets with the tomatoes. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna get messy really quickly.
So how? I'm guessing they're gonna serve the tomatoes to each other.
No, they're throwing.
Well, they made it sound like the tennis rackets are the defense, not
Oh, okay,
use
the
the tomatoes
okay,
of
they
the
get
other person.
Throw
Okay.
the tomatoes, rackets.
Okay.
As you can see, Teresa Reagan dresses wisely, I must say.
Duh.
This is McEnroe and Connors right here.
Yeah. Why go to Wimbledon when you can come to the grudge match?
The only difference is raining tomatoes. Good hit there by David. He's a southpaw. She's a righty. She's of the more conventional style.
Whoa, and them tomatoes are going.
What is stopping either of them from grabbing the whole bucket of tomatoes and just dropping it on their opponent's head?
Oh, Karen nailed it.
The Geneva Convention? I don't.
You got to throw it from over those ropes. It's not easy. Great action here. Great shots. He's blocking well. Good defense by Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not as yucky as I think we thought it would be.
David lands one there. Karen comes right back on him.
Those babies flying over her head.
There's the bell. Ending round number 2, and I gotta say it's a pick'em right now, Steve. It's even up after 2. It could go either
I gotta agree. Look at this kid with the tomato. Look at how happy she is.
She's gonna take that tomato home with her.
I went to this TV show. Look, I got a souvenir. Problem is, it's all moldy by the time she gets to show
Throw
and tell.
that thing away!
A good catch. All right, she gets to keep that tomato. It's just like going to Dodger Stadium. Let's go back and watch some defense right here.
It's like going to Dodger Stadium.
We went from Dodger Stadium. We went from Wimbledon to Dodger Stadium.
I don't understand, Jesse. What? That's similar to like getting a foul ball at Dodger Stadium. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's exactly what I think he means. It's like getting a home run ball or a foul ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Walking with that racket.
But foul balls don't become rotten in a week.
Excellent deflection right there. Good defensive move.
Ooh, nice
Gonna give
block.
you some points.
Beautiful camera work by our grudge match crew.
Here we go. David threw 30 tomatoes, landed 13.
I love that they kept stats on the tomato throwing.
17 for a 55%.
You know what, Mike? This is like the OG, like, StatCast or Next Gen Stats.
Well, it's like a boxing match. I mean, in boxing matches, they show how many punches were landed. And
Oh yeah, but who would keep track of like how many tomatoes you threw, or something ridiculous like that?
But again, it makes sense given that it's trying to make a parallel of boxing.
Boxing, yes.
I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, here's Teresa holding his 3. Like, ooh.
Nice fruit highlight.
Oh,
Small-
no.
Oh, John.
Like the guy doesn't get enough for lunch. Look at him.
Taking a little taste. Well, they're throwing, they're flinging, they're doing it all.
Hey, quality control. Thank you, John.
They're going to forget about the high lies and start just winging. They're not going to worry about, yeah, there we go.
Oh, now they're not even
They're not even
bothering with the highlight stick.
Okay, yeah, this is what. I'm sorry. This is what should have happened with the tomatoes. This is what should have happened with the tomatoes.
By the way, the term you're looking for is a cess.
Oh yeah, that's the highlight stick. Okay.
And they're not even bothering.
Oh, no.
She's brought up fourth.
And now Karen's got him in a chokehold. Oh, I gotta say, Karen, I think she's gonna win this.
I think so too.
That
could have been the game right there.
David lost all his control by going to Karen, and he has played with fire. No. And John's like, ooh, thank God that's over.
He's feeling the effects.
I can get some of the leftovers.
Here's a facial.
Here's a facial.
She's using wrestling tactics and a great bounce back counterattack move.
Yeah, that may be the match right there.
Oh, that chokehold, that did it.
The chokehold and the fruit to the face.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, which Brandy will it be? Will it be David or Karen? Our judges right behind me at ringside will have a decision for us in just a moment.
That looks like great.
It does.
Now you know, in that last match, what they could have used? Apple crumble. They could have used apple crumble in that last round.
All right, let's hear Michael's announcement.
Let's get ready for apple crumble.
And they have decided by a margin of 64 to 36%, the winner is in the blue corner. Karen Grande.
Yeah, we saw that coming.
Justice, no personal satisfaction for the senator. As handy Karen Grande, the sister, wins, she'll get her victory belt applied by the lovely Teresa Ring. And standing by with the loser is Jesse the Body Ventura.
Do we have prizes?
I thought they said $750 to the winner.
Yeah, $750.
So he lost his camera and he didn't even get money for it.
By the way, a callback to the last episode. I'm watching Knights and Warriors while we're doing this.
Yeah.
You know who produced Knights and Warriors?
Who?
Gary Gilden.
I thought you did a great job.
Co-creator of Top Secret.
Oh.
As I said to your brother, I think it backfired a little on him when he came across that last round because I had it pretty even right there. And you got him in that headlock and you mashed him with that food real tough. And
that's what we call it.
You're right. I wasn't going to run across that slippery stuff because I knew I'd fall and get my face in it, so I took his in it.
All right, well, congratulations on winning on the grudge match. David and Karen, will you shake hands and call the grudge over? All right, there we go, Steve Albert. We've solved another grudge here on the grudge match. Back to you, Steve. Thank you, Jesse. Well, our next match features ex-best friends battling over the grudge that ruined their friendship.
Oh.
He saw the mess on his
My name
shoulder.
is William Cooper, and I have a grudge against Jim Butner. Jim and I had been friends for many years when I lent him $500 that my wife and I needed to move to California. He had promised he would pay it back to me before we moved, but he didn't.
I was young. I tried to pay back the money right away. I couldn't. A few months went by. I went to California with the intent to pay him.
My wife and I had set aside the $500 to help us move into a place when we first moved into California. By not having the $500, it meant we had to move out of the hotel much quicker, find a place much quicker, put a lot of undue pressure on us.
I gave the money to his older brother while we were in California to go look for an apartment. I was planning on moving there. And then some trouble happened back east with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and I had to go back. So I left him the money, and there was more than enough money to pay Bill and to look for an apartment. And I called him up when I got back, and he said that he saw Bill, and he gave him the money, and I thought everything was fine.
All the times that we contacted him, week in, week out, trying to get the money back, he never responded.
I found out about a year and a half later that Bill never received the money, and his brother had spent it on other things.
It's not so much the money as the fact that we had been best friends for a long, long time, and he let me down.
He ended up in California. He's got a wife, a child, and everything seemed to work out all right. I don't see what the big deal is.
Jim, when I get you in the ring, I'm going to pound you. It's not going to be the $500 that matters. It's going to be the friendship that you broke over money. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to hurt you. You're going to be sorry.
Bill, if you want to meet me in the ring, bring it on.
Work the body on the face.
Work the body in the face. In the face, both, man.
William the Conqueror Cooper.
Best friends, William the Conqueror Cooper.
William the Conqueror.
Hoping he can conquer
The
this
Reaper.
guy.
Maybe it's just me. I was hoping it'd be William D.B. Cooper.
Jungle Jim Butner.
Let's find out what weapons they plan to use. Here is Paul.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Steve. Here in the gallery.
There are the
our guys
nunchucks
have
again.
been back, and they have decided to use
They should have done Jim
oversized
the
boxing
Mullet
gloves
Budner.
for round one. For round two, William decided he wanted to wear trash cans and smash Jim around the ring. And for round three, Jim wants to have a tug of war over chocolate grudge slime. And it's tasty too. And they're both battling for $750.
Oh, see, they called it
Back to
grudge
you,
slime.
Steve.
Yes, Paul,
They
I
called
think
it grudge
everybody at least once in their lives should get to wear
Yeah,
trash
'cause it's-
cans on their heads. It's
yeah,
such a good
it's
look
chocolate.
Not grudge glove, grudge
And there's
slime.
the look of William the Conqueror Cooper. And his friend of 10 years, now ex-best friends, Jungle Jim Butner. And we will be back with the first round of this grudge match right after these messages.
Oh,
By the way, we want to remind you, we're watching the feed from PHL 17.
Between William
Channel
Cooper
17
Jim
in
Butler. Let's
Philadelphia.
go up to our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Oh, look at the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The crowd's riled up.
It's time for the grudge match battle of the ex-best friends. Introducing first in the red corner from St. Paul, Minnesota. He's 5 feet 7 and weighs 170 pounds. Introducing William, the Conqueror Cooper. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner from Westport, Connecticut, standing 6 feet tall and weighing an even 195 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Jungle Jim Butner.
Can I see it right here, please? Okay, now let's have a nice, clean fight. No hitting below the belt, any of that stuff. If there's any problem during the match at all, go to a neutral corner or call it to my attention immediately. When the bell rings, come out, settle your grudge. Touch gloves, come on. Let's go.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah.
Cooper has the size.
Well, let's go to the tail of the tape. Cooper, 29 years old, 5'9", 170 car sales. Butner, 25, 60.
His job is a student.
But don't forget, Cooper comes from
That's his job.
Grad student. He's a grad student.
Okay.
The rules, a standing 8 count applies. No 3 knockdown. Only the ref can stop the fight. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell, and the audience chooses the winner.
In case you
End of
didn't know the
round
rules
3.
after
It's the battle
the
of
first two
upper ends.
matches.
We're set to go. William the Conqueror Cooper.
Well, we're going to see this in a unique way inside the red grudge cam. You're going to see exactly what William the Conqueror Cooper is looking at right here.
Ooh, took a hard shot.
And he's seeing a lot of leather, but he's throwing some leather right there. Excellent boxing match right here. Jim Butner with a good right hand by Cooper and a left hand.
Oh!
Excellent left.
That's the first knockout we've had.
Can fight Steve.
Well, Jungle Jim Butner going to the canvas.
And look at William the Conqueror going after him again. What a clean knockdown he scored, and he's throwing haymakers.
William lent Jim $500 that he never got.
Whoa. Look at that. He's the smaller man, but I told you they can fight up there. They got to be able to withstand them winners.
And you know from where you talk, right? You're from
Absolutely. Oh, he's coming in again good. He's throwing the big haymakers. And I'll tell you, for ex-best friends, you can sure tell it's ex, Steve.
Yes, and at the bell, Cooper lands with a left. A straight left to the jaw of Butner. Well, round.
No doubt in my mind, William the Conqueror Cooper in the red corner won that boxing, scored a clean knockdown, and it looks like a mouse under the eye of Jim Butner there from that left hand he took. Let's go back and look at it. Look at it.
Oh!
There's the left hand. Whoa! A right followed by a left. Excellent combination, Steve. I don't think you've seen it any better on Showtime.
That was a clean combination.
Absolutely. Here you see it from the Grudge cam. Wham! And down he goes.
Wow.
Exactly what he's looking at. He's eating canvas.
He's looking at the ceiling.
And Teresa Ring is moved on to the
I
two-piece.
don't know why you always got to do that. Let's go to the stats and not her stats. William threw 31 punches, landed 17, 55%. Jim, 25, landed 11, 44%.
Oh, that was no contest the first round.
With that 1-2 punch knockdown.
Now that's going to score heavily with the judges. And we're set for round 2, as Paulie's talking about here. Trash can heads, contestants wearing trash cans over their heads and crashing into each other.
Oh my God! Can we describe what they're wearing? It's a trash can, but they have like pom-poms on the top of the trash can.
William lent Jim $500 and he never got back. William needed the money to move the
And there's a very small rectangle cut out so they can see where they're going.
Oh, they gotta stop this fight. This is.
But they can't stop it because the crowd determines who wins.
Oh yeah, that's true. But this is no contest. There's like a.
Oh no, this is no contest at all at this point. This can's dented.
Look at it!
Oh my gosh.
This is done.
Where's the mercy rule? Absolutely.
What a great fight for William the Conqueror Cooper. It's so decisive.
This trash can broke. Look at it.
Look at that. Annette's looking for food. So she's there's food in any leftovers. Here's the knockdown right here as William the Conqueror drives down his opponent Jim Butler, drives him to that mat. And you can see Pete Steinfeld happy in the corner. And here's the end of the round right here. Look at that. Trash cans ripped apart. There you see the knockdown from another different angle.
Man, a ferocious display here by William the Conqueror Cooper. Round 3.
And that definitely ain't no trash can.
Ooh, Teresa Ring showing us how many entries she's been on in this podcast. 3.
Appeal to all the female voters.
Oh no, this is not going to end well.
It's time for round 3, tug of war. Contestants have
That does not. Oh, that doesn't look like chocolate.
There it
goes. Now Butler's got the advantage right here with the weight. And he's starting to get William the Conqueror pulled into the
this is not going to end well.
Uh-oh.
But William
throws some in his face. And he goes down.
And they gave each other a high five.
There's mud in the eye.
John went down.
Fight on, and they fight around him. That could take hours.
Absolutely. You know, Panette goes down. They only got use of half the ring then. There's a front face lock right there being applied by William the Conqueror Cooper. We're getting back into a little wrestling now. They got to go tug of war. Oh, down he goes.
Screw that.
Now they're going to get down and messy. They're forgetting about the rope now. They're going after wrestling. And, of course, wrestling is very big in that Big Ten Conference, which Minnesota's a part of.
Well, Jesse would know. He is from Minnesota.
All right, that's it. That's all. Let's see how they're going to score this.
Okay, I think we know who won. I think the big question is, what's the percentage, the margin of victory?
What do we? Okay, what?
You can't see this, but everybody has like a button, a red and a blue one. That's
Yeah, like
why everybody's all red and blue.
Yeah.
It isn't just aesthetics. There's a technical side to this.
Yes. Okay, so what do you think the over/under is going to be on the percentage?
It's going to be close.
For red is going to win with at least 75% of the vote.
No, it's going to be 55.
No, I think it's going to be 80. I like where Greg's number is at. I was going to say 75. I think it could be 80.
He had 3 knockdowns in the first 2 rounds. 3 knockdowns in the first.
4 if you count John Panette.
That is true.
John Panette.
Yeah, that's an added degree of difficulty.
Did you see what John did? He's
Like,
like,
he ate it like it's
We'll
turkey or
be back
something.
with the decision right after these words.
Oh my gosh.
This is what is
oh, those Bessie Chuck Taylors.
All I can say is, whatever they're paying
Cooper
y'all,
had the grudge.
it
Let's
is
see
not enough.
if he's got it in the back. Here's Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the official scoring in, and the judges here at ringside have ruled the winner. 60 to 40% is in.
Oh!
I told you it was going to be close. I told you.
Ooh.
Well, as expected, William the Conqueror Cooper gets his personal satisfaction. He lent Jim.
Oh, and he gets the satisfaction of getting a belt from Teresa.
Here on the grudge match by virtue of his victory over his friend Jungle Jim Butner. Here,
Ooh.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Of course, that's $500 going in his pocket. Tax-free, of course, because 1991.
1-2 combinations he floored you with. This is tougher than people think, isn't it?
Definitely. I'm still in shock.
I don't blame you. Well, I'll tell you, William, I had to side with you being a fellow Minnesotan. Everybody from Minnesota can fight. We all know that. And I got to admit, that was one of the finest left-right combinations you threw in the boxing that you floored him with. Excellent boxing. It was a tough fight, though, wasn't it?
It was very tough, but I had great training. So that's all it was my trainer. It was a teamwork.
All right, very good. Now on the grudge match where you shake hands and call the grudge over. All right, there we go, Steve Albert. We've settled another grudge here on the grudge match. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Jesse the Body Ventura, and we'll be back with some closing comments right after these messages.
I want to hear what the closing comments are.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, how do you even close on them?
I know.
Welcome back to the grudge match. We're with Paula and Jesse, and you've got flaky bookends here. We got flakes all over us. Very nice.
I'm pretty ashamed to be standing between both of you, really.
You should be, and I take that as a compliment. But I'll tell you something, Steve, the best left-right combination we've seen on the grudge match by William the Conqueror Cooper.
I love that they have like a cleanup crew in the ring, like,
Well, I don't know about families in the first 2 rounds. Those guys they were nasty to each other. They were nasty.
Brotherly love at its
Brotherly
best.
love.
All right, let's recap what you saw here on the grudge match. In the first, it was Captain Kirk Gardner prevailing. There's the captain. And in match number 2, Handy Karen Grandy came out.
Okay, Karen.
And in the third fight, it was the ex-best friends going at it. And as we pointed out, William the
he was the best, William the Conqueror. I gotta say, out of all the competitors.
So that'll do it for this edition of the grudge match for Jesse the Body Ventura. And
He broke a trash can.
He did.
We'll see you next time on the grudge match.
You're nasty. Oh. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and would like to be a grudge match participant,
I mean, this is 30 years too late, but here's the info.
352 Los Angeles, California 90069 or call 213-652-7030.
Who knows what that number is nowadays?
Probably a sex line. Probably a dirty line.
Woo! That's eugenics.
But
Oh,
hey, if you want to get yourself a grudge match t-shirt, send $15 check or money order to this address. I have no idea where it leads to now, but there you go.
But hey, Teresa's modeling this shirt pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what are our final thoughts about the grudge match?
These are people who were too old for Double Dare, but too old at least physically for Double Dare, but not old enough.
Okay, I got to ask you guys a question. If you remember, in your respective markets, do you remember when this aired?
See, this would be 1991, so it would be, I would be living in Arizona at the time. And late night Saturdays, we were watching, It's Showtime at the Apollo, so I would not know.
Do you remember by chance, Greg?
I think this aired on Channel 4 because I obviously because I was 7, but I have a trade ad that I found from fandom.com. It says, and I'll show you this in the screen share right here.
All right.
Some major stations have a Grudge, and I think it's
With Genesis, yeah, because Genesis Entertainment distributed it.
yes. So you see WNBC, KABC, and WMAQ, the NBC station out of Chicago. So
Yeah, so those are the top 3 markets right there. WNBC New York, KABC Los Angeles, and WMAQ Chicago.
But you remember what time it aired?
no idea. I'm guessing maybe sometime after Saturday Night Live, because maybe like right after Showtime at the Apollo, maybe, I don't know. Or it could have been like late after Sunday night, because I know like at, I don't know, like 11:30 on Channel 4 they would air on Sunday nights the George Michael Sports Machine, so maybe after that.
Yeah, I was not allowed to stay up that late, so...
Okay, that's the reason I asked, because here it aired immediately after SNL. So you had SNL ending at 1 and then a Grudge Match from 1 to 2 in the morning. So obviously this looked like it was marketed to be late night fare, specifically late nights on Saturday nights. I didn't know if maybe some places showed it in the afternoon or even the early evening on Saturdays or even Sundays, but apparently this is just like late night filler.
But it was enjoyable late night filler.
Oh, I loved this. As like I said, I would have been about 16 at the time. It was one of my favorite shows, and yeah, I'd try to secretly stay up as late as I could to watch it.
Okay,
Sorry, Dad, if you're listening.
Oh, jeez. Now, I just read on a blog, now this may not be true, but I just read that the ABC station group actually picked up the Grudge Match to air Saturday nights at 11:30 opposite SNL. So if I was living in North Carolina instead of Arizona, it probably would have aired on ABC 11. Probably. But yeah, I would have no idea when it would have aired because, yeah, I was 11 and my mom and dad wanted me in bed by the end of it, Showtime at the Apollo.
Well, I was 7, so there's no way my parents were going to let me stay up to watch this.
Your parents let you stay up until the end of its Showtime at the Apollo at 11? My parents would get mad.
It ended at 11:30.
Okay, all right, okay, that may, yeah, you're West. Well, yeah, you're West Coast at the time. I was going to say my parents got mad if I stayed up and watched all of SNL, and I was 16, 17 years old at the time.
Oh, they didn't. My parents didn't care if I watched all of SNL when I was 16.
I will say that the next year when I was 12 and living in Florida at the time, they bumped my curfew up to after Weekend Update.
Well, that's nice of them.
Well, at least they let you get to watch whatever Kevin Nealon was talking about on Update.
Mm-hmm. He was my guy back in the day.
Kevin was my first Update anchor, so...
Mine as well.
Mine would have been...
Would it have been Dennis Miller?
No, oh no, Dennis Miller was later. Mine would have been Kevin Nealon, I think.
Yeah, so all of us would have been Kevin. So
well, the thing is, I'm trying to think who would have done the Weekend Update in like the '85 season.
85 to 91 was Dennis Miller.
Okay, then a year before that, '84.
Oh, 84 would have, I think, been maybe. I think Chris Guest might have done Update.
Okay, I'll stick with Kevin Nealon then, because I know for sure I saw him.
Okay.
All right. So there you have it. In all of its glory, again, big special thanks to the folks at Our Vantage Point. Give them a follow on YouTube. Listen to their podcast. Tell them the boys that It Was a Thing sent you.
Yeah, thank you so much for posting this.
Yes. But yes, little break from the pilot month action. But in 1991, battles got really messy. There was no court to settle these grudges. There was only this thing on TV.
Indeed it was.
Well, we don't have a ring, and we don't have fruit pies being thrown by highlight sisters, but we do have a website at itwasathingontv.com where we have all of our previous episodes, all of our live shows, all of our mini-sodes, and of course, all of our socials. We're at It Was a Thing on TV, except on Facebook, because Mark Zuckerberg likes to have a rash. We're there at It Was a Thing on TV podcast. And of course, all of our episodes are also available wherever fine podcasts can be streamed, including YouTube. Remember, like our videos, subscribe to our feed, hit the notification bell. Hey, we actually got a bell this time! Anyway, you hit that notification bell, you will stay updated on all of our future entries. And we have, I believe Pilot Month comes to a close next week with two sequel series. First one has the son of a martial arts legend, who himself would go on to become a legend. And the second one has, well, let's just say, somebody that we know and love and sadly is no longer with us. All I can say is Christine Sullivan in a superhero garb. That happened.
It did.
And of course, we'll talk about it next time, right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Thanks for listening. For Mike, for Greg, I'm Chico. Please be kind to each other, and we will see you next week!
Let's get ready for garlic bread!